Hey, let's continue our conversation on transition. Many times people think that transition is a one time thing or that it is a single moment in time. But while that may be true in some cases, by and large, is not true. Transition is typically marked by a process. Now, you may say, well, what about changing a job? It still was a process because you thought about it, you applied for the new position, maybe it came open, but something was going on even in your mind that you were even contemplating a move or change in job. So it still was not just marked by one single incident, but it still was a process, whether that process was short or whether it was an extended process. That's the difference. But I want to talk to you about some reasons that transition may be extended. Yes, extended, lengthy. Nobody likes process. We established that on our last conversation. Nobody really likes going through process. Process hurts. It takes time. You will not come out of it looking like you did when you went into it. Ask the butterfly that used to be a caterpillar, and now they look nothing. It looks nothing like it did when it went into this transition, its metamorphosis. What are some reasons? I want to give you two reasons that transition may take longer than anticipated or longer than you might like for it to take. One of the reasons is God's timing. There are some things that God is getting ready for you, that things have to align, things have to be in proper sequence or in proper order, in proper preparation in order for you to walk into the fullness of your transition. For instance, what if you have all these skills and training and all of these things, and you are in preparation for taking on a new role, but the company is not ready? Maybe that company hasn't opened that or moved into your area that requires the skill and the training that you have. So there are some things that have to be in alignment. What if you have, I'll use my own life for an example. When I had completed my dental school training, the 4 years for college, 4 years for dental school, and I had completed my education, but had not taken my board exam. There were still some things that needed to be in place before I could actually go and practice dentistry. Had to take an exam to show I was qualified to practice in the state where I lived. So there are some things related to timing that have to be in alignment in order for you to step into your transition. And then another, this is a big one. Another reason that we tend to, and I almost feel like just laughing about this because I've been through this and many of you have as well. There are some things that we just don't want to do because we're just disobedient sometimes. And so we are so accustomed to our comfort. We're so accustomed to our habits and our patterns that we've gotten accustomed to living, right? And so disobedience is a big problem, a big reason why your transition may be taking longer. You haven't learned the lesson that the Lord wants you to learn. And so he will allow you to keep on going around that mountain until you decide, okay, I've had enough of trying to do it my way. It's about time that I try to do it God's way, or that I do it God's way and allow him to have his way in me. There's a verse in Deuteronomy chapter 2, I think it's verses 1, 2, 3, where he says, you have been around this mountain long enough, now go north. He's telling them, you've done this thing your way for long enough. You've been around this same circle, this same pattern, this same way of trying to get this done, and same way of trying to live, and it's not working out your way. It's about time that you look north, which north is, we indicate God is everywhere, but we indicate God is north. So it's like, look up to me. Look up to me, and you will see your redemption drawing near, drawing nigh. So that's a couple ways. I know you can probably think of some other things. So if you think of some other ways that your transition, or maybe somebody you know, has been extended, drop it in the comments below. I want to know about it. And after you drop it in the comments, I want you to stay tuned, because I'm releasing my new book, The Cost of Transition, and it's one you do not want to miss. I tell a lot of my experiences, and give a lot of transparency that hopefully will benefit you and help you in your journey to your new beginnings.